Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. I hope y'all are doing well, and I hope you had a great weekend. I'm currently filming this on Sunday, which is yesterday. Yeah, we just got back from down south, and I was unpacking my art bag and thought, guess what? I'm not going to be able to film tomorrow, which is today, for you. So that's why I'm doing it now. Here are my hands. Hello. Yeah, so tomorrow is my beautiful Sonshine's 22nd birthday. Yes, so that's one of the reasons I cannot film tomorrow. The other reason is because, unfortunately, he has an oncology appointment tomorrow that my husband and I are going to go with him to. And so prayers for him are appreciated, that he gets a good outcome. He just had some scans and blood work done last week. So we'll see what's going on with that. And yeah, so that is why I'm going to be busy tomorrow, spending the day with my beautiful Sonshine. So I thought, let's just get on today and show you what's been going on. So we were down south for a few days. We've been going down there quite a lot lately because, yes, we had some unsavory business at one of our investment properties. So we had to deal with that. Now, all of that hopefully is tied up in a nice bow, done and dusted. And we ended up meeting the real estate agent down there last week, and we are putting it up for sale. Yes, because we just do not want to deal with it anymore. We do not have time for it anymore. So there's that. What else? Okay, the pile in front of me, in front of you. Okay, let's go through it, shall we? Yeah, so I was able to go to the Salvation Army. I only found 2 little books, so let me just see if I can move this stuff off to the side. Oh, and you know what? I think I was listening back to one of the videos. Excuse me, there's Fred. And I could hear like noises, I don't know, in the background, which is really weird because yeah, there are no noises back here, generally speaking. So I apologize for that. I do believe the reason is because I now have a new phone. I have my daughter's old phone, and it's in one of those like waterproof whatever cases. So I think it messes with the microphone. So my son told me that he had a regular case, and so he'll let me have that. Maybe that'll make a difference. So if that is a problem for you guys, I'm really sorry. Hopefully it'll change soon. Okay, so I got this, which is an illustrated guide to a museum, and it just has gorgeous pictures in it. So yeah, I got it for, look at that beautiful picture. Look at that hair. Good grief. Excuse me. Yeah, it just, look at that right there. Just beautiful. It's very glossy, but I think it'll work really well. Look at that pretty fan for a glue book, okay? And now, information on the glue book, okay? I'm still collecting pictures and of course books and graphics and all that kind of stuff. But the more I think about it, I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it now, because now I'm kind of like, I don't want to stifle myself. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know what to do, because see, like I have all these like little bits from here and there, stamps and whatnot. All these little bits, all those little bits, lots of little bits. I got lots of bits, folks, lots of bits. And maybe I just want to start gluing stuff on paper. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still wrestling with it. Anyway, collecting books as I go along though. Okay, then I got this book, The Graphic Design. And look at that. It just has like such cool images in it, right? Look at that. That is gorgeous. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's just a really cool book about graphic design. And so it has a lot of cool images on it. Yeah, so I got that as well. And I think it's a really interesting shape for a journal. Yeah, so I'm going to look into that, maybe making a journal out of it once I finish gutting it and all that stuff. Okay, so there's that. And then Last week, if you missed it, I did do some flip throughs. So I'll put those flip throughs in the description box below if you missed it, okay? And I worked on my November, December book, right? And then one of you lovely subscribers, Nicole, who is Relax Cut Glue on Instagram. I'll give her links below. She's so sweet. I love her work too. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. She does a lot of glue booking and collage work, and it's really a lot of fun. And so her suggestion was, why don't you just, you know, like set your alarm clock or whatever, like set a timer for like 45 minutes and just work on your book that you want to catch up in. And then, you know, after the timer goes off, move on to something else. And that's what I did last week. And I got several pages done, you know, well, not these back here, but I got several of these done, right? I did all the journaling in them. I had already had the pages decorated, which you'll see in the flip through if you watch it, but I didn't have the tags and all that stuff, right? So yeah, I sat down one day and I got a whole load of pages done and dusted. So I was happy for that. Thank you so much for the suggestion, Nicole. I had thought about it in the past, just doing that. And I've done that, you know, set timers for other things too, and just never got around to doing it for journaling. I don't know what I was thinking. So anyway, this big old fat boy is almost done for the shelf. Yeah, and then I still have to do the flip through of December. So, a lot of stuff to catch up on. A lot of stuff. And then in this book here, this is my current journal, which at the beginning of the year, I was doing quite well in keeping up with it. But, you know, as life goes on, I get behind. It's just something that happens, right? But I love this journal so much. I cannot even explain to you how much I love it. And so I have these are pages that I did on a live with you guys. I don't even know when it was, a couple weeks ago. That was super fun. This page I got a lot of comments on in the journal groups that I belong to, and like people saying how much they liked it. And it's so funny because I really did nothing to it. I put a bunch of like quotes on it, and these quotes are from, I'll show you because they're right here. This desk calendar, isn't that pretty? So pretty. Great quotes on it. And my daughter received it as a gift for Christmas from one of her students. And so when she tears off a page, she puts it somewhere. And then when she gets a whole stack of them, she brings them home to me. So hello. Yeah. I just thought it was really funny because like a lot of times pages like these or pages like these take me like an hour or more to do. And then I got so many sweet compliments on this page, which all it was sticking a few quotes on it. I just thought it was funny. But it is a beautiful image, and that's why I just wanted to leave it as is and add, this is just a card, and I put my journaling in that. Yeah, so that was nice. And then I got some other things just put in. This is the day after Valentine's Day, so yeah, I'm behind a whole week. Another week. Oh gosh. And then this, see, what I do is as I get things, I stick them in, and then when I get the time to sit down to do my journaling, then I'll make a tag for this page or you know, design this page. But for the meanwhile, I just put things in as I go, and then it'll remind me later when I go in here to do my journaling. So this one here, I loved this little meme thing, and who put it up? Selena from Amore Fabriques, and I'll leave her link below. A lot of times, like, you know, as I'm scrolling through Facebook and all that, you know, people put up memes and everything, and if it just resonates with me for that day, or, you know, I just really like it, I copy and paste it and print it out and put it in my journal as a pocket or a tag or whatever. And yeah, I love this because yeah, we're actually going to be taking some pretty big steps here shortly, I think, in our lives. So you guys will follow along the journey with me, I hope. And yeah, that'll be interesting. And then I wanted to share this. I got the sweetest, well, all of y'all's comments are sweet, and I love each and every one of them. And I thank you so much, and I appreciate them so much. And I love reading through your comments, and I always reply to your comments. It might take me 2 days, but I get to them. But this is from Lilac Dream Journals. And this is Jade on YouTube, and I'll leave her YouTube channel below. And she also has an Instagram. She is such a doll, okay? She's such a doll, and she's so sweet, and I love her journals so much. I guess Jack is acting up. I can hear my husband talking to him. Anyway, and she left one of the sweetest comments, right? So I'm gonna read it to you. And Jade, I hope you don't mind. But I mean, it's on my public YouTube channel, you know, the comment section. So anybody else can read it. I'm just gonna read it to you. And this is from my flip through 169 November 2019. And it says, I so love your flips and hearing about your life. How sweet you and your husband are in your anniversary picture. It's so funny the things that happen as kids that we look back fondly on as adults. You probably don't even realize what impression outings to the chuck wagon we're having on your kids. And it's the small everyday moments that end up mattering the most. Okay? That right there is the entire reason I journal. It is the small everyday moments that matter the most. And that is what I write about in my journals. And it was just, oh my gosh, this comment just brought like tears to my eyes. You know, she went on to say, I still pull our random memories, and my mom looks at me like I have two heads because she can't believe something so tiny stuck with me all these years. In my mind's eye, I see you and your family happy, healthy, and whole, and there's no other story I will even entertain. I thank you so much for that, sweetie. Excuse me. Oh, you all are blessed to have each other. Beautiful flip, and thank you for sharing your life with us. It's a joy. Well, darling, you are a joy. And I'm like choking here. I'm not getting choked up. I'm just choking in general. But at the time that I read this, it did choke me up. And I just loved it. So I had to print it out so I could save it in my book. So make sure you go over to see Lilac Dream Journals. She does flip through, she does journal with me's, and she just has such a beautiful eye for composition, and her videos are wonderful. She has such a pleasing voice. She has a beautiful background. She does great editing, you know, all those things. So make sure you go over and check her out. And it was simply a joy to read this. Just so sweet of you. But you know, like I said, that right there, what she said, but it's the small everyday moments that end up mattering the most. Yep, it is. You're right. And that's the exact reason I journal. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Now, this here was super cool. We happen to be over at the other house. Look at that beautiful painting. Hold on one second. Let my pup in. Sorry. Come on. As much as Daddy tried to get you to stop, you just wouldn't, would you, Jack, huh? Got to be a part of every video. Okay, so back to this. This actually, excuse me, is a brochure that was in the mail. It's a piece of junk mail. Hello? Oh my goodness. It just goes to show you, whether it's a desk calendar, a piece of junk mail, piece of magazine, whatever, a meme that you print out, so many things can go in your journal. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe this. I was about to throw this away, and I must have put it on the counter and it flipped over, and I saw this and I was like, holy smokes, no, I'm not throwing that out. I'm using it as a pocket. Why not? So there's that. Okay, so I'm slowly but surely working on this current journal that I'm in. Okay, what else? Let's show you this here. Last week, I spent a little bit of time, and I dyed some seam binding. Now, this is the seam binding that I use, Hug Snug, and I have a whole lot of it. You can get it on, I ordered it years ago. I think you can still get it on Oh gosh, Amazon. So if I can find the link, I will link it below. And this is how it came out. Aren't those beautiful colors? Okay, I used a few different things. You know what? I should bring them over to show you. Hang on. Still here, still right here. Okay, these are the things that I used, okay? This right here is Color Shine by Heidi Swap, and it's in the color Mustard. Oh, it has a little ball and it has glittery bits in it too. This is what color it came out. Isn't that funny? I thought it was gonna come out yellow, but no, it came out like this, right? And now, mind you, I've had these forever. I never use them. Why? Because the tips always get clogged and I'm too lazy to clean them out because, you know, I've got better things to do with my time. So I'm glad I didn't throw them away, because what I do is I take the seam binding, right? And I just put it in a ball like this, in a plastic bag, shove it down into the corner of a plastic bag. And then I just dump this in there, right? I shake it about to mix up all the mica or whatever is in there that makes it sparkly. I dump this in there and then I just twist it all up so it's nice and tight and squeezed into a ball like that. Ooh, I just had like a puff of glitter. Yeah, it comes off on your hands, by the way. The color is not, but the glittery is. So at any rate, that's how I dyed this. I just thought it was interesting that this is yellow and it came out orange or peach. This is also, let me see if this will do it too. Yep. The shine comes off, like the glittery stuff comes off on your hands. I wonder, because if it comes off on here, no, it doesn't. Okay. I was gonna say, if the color comes off like on paper, then I've got to chuck it because that won't do well. Okay, anyway, those are the Heidi Swap Color Shine. One was in blue and one was in yellow, but that's how they came out. And then this is Tattered Angels, right? It's this one right here, Glimmer Mist. And I love the Glimmer Mist to use as a dye for these seam binding things. And there is no glitter in it, I don't think. I don't know. And then this was this right here, Glimmer Mist, right? I don't ever use these sprays for anything else. This here, what was this? Oh, you know what was interesting? You know what I used on this one here? Well, no, of course you don't. You're not going to answer me because you can't. So I'll tell you. I actually used food coloring with a little bit of water. Now, I'm going to have to try this experiment again, because when I went to go rinse it out the next day, look what happened. It's all like, I mean, it's variegated and has a few little bits of nice color in it, but you would think food coloring, since it stains everything it touches, it would stain this, but it did not. So that's interesting. Okay, so this is food coloring, didn't work so well. This is Tattered Angels, worked a charm. And this is Heidi Swap, whatever it's called, Shine. Color Shine, which still leaves the shimmer on your fingers. So it'll get on your book, just saying. Okay, so I did that. That's enough of that. All right. Now this right here I wanted to show you. I worked on this weekend, and it is inspired by the artist Romero Brito. What it is a mock-up, excuse me, of a larger canvas I'm going to work on with my daughter's class this year. Last year, I don't know if any of you remember, but last year I did it was a faith-based and Brito-inspired piece of artwork with her kids last year, because every year they have like a silent auction fundraiser thing at their school, a big barbecue thing. It lasts all day. It's super fun. And yeah, so each of the classes make something, you know. So she wanted me to help her again this year, and so I'm going to be doing one for faith and one that says grace, and do it in Brito fashion. The only difference that the canvas is going to have, I think, is I'm gonna take out these large squiggly lines. I don't like them. So it's just gonna be like a sunburst coming out of the center, all different colors. with the black outlining, and then the word in the center is going to have like these little Zentangle little designs in them. So this I freehanded on here, Faith. And you know, I mean, if you want to, I can show you how to do it. It's super simple and it is super fun and very colorful. And yeah, so what I'll probably do, because all of these are connected, I'm just thinking right now out loud, is once I'm done with this and I've done the project, I'll probably just cut all of these letters out and stick them in my journal. Yeah, that'll be fun. But I did this as a mock-up so I can show the kids, you know, kind of what they're doing. Or maybe I'll make another one without these squiggly lines. Anyway, this book here is an Arteza watercolor book. Now, I did a review last year on Arteza. Here's another book that has the information. It is 64 pages, watercolor book, premium. The links will all be below. They are affiliate links, just so you know. And it is 110-pound cold press watercolor paper. However, as I shared in my review of it last year, I was not fond of the paper for watercolor purposes. But what I did find, especially with doing this, because I used Posca markers on this and I used Sharpie markers, okay? The coloring I did was Tombow brush pens, bright, vivid, but guess what? This is the other side of the page, right? There's like a tiny, tiny bit, the tiniest bit of shadowing, and that's it. And that's with Sharpie and Posca markers. So yeah, I'll be using this book for other stuff, not watercolor, but other stuff. And then also this weekend, here's Scary Woman coming. I worked on her, not fond of her, I must say. But it was just playtime for me. It was relaxation time because I've been like kind of potsy lately, like in a flare, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I did nothing this weekend but sat on my rear and watched TV. And so yesterday I did her, but now she's scaring me. And then I also did yesterday, I think it was yesterday, this little girl. I like her a little bit better. Yeah, so I worked on her. Yeah, I haven't done faces in a really long time, and yeah, that's just one more thing added to the list of things that I would like to start doing more of. Yeah, I talked about my glue book and where I'm going with that, which is really, I have no idea where I'm going with that. I mean, let's be honest, folks. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to bid you all farewell. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.